Hello internet friends and welcome to today's episode. We are doing a channel first. We are doing the top 5 mods you cannot possibly live without to have a good quality of life on Farming Simulator 2022. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start off at number 5. In at number 5 we have the John Deere X9 2020 US and EU version of the Combine Harvester. This combine harvester is absolutely huge and it has a grain tank of over 27,000 litres of storage, so you will never ever have a hired worker with a full tank again. Boasting a whopping huge outlet pipe and a very impressive head size, this is my go-to combine harvester to farm any field. Also, it's a John Deere, so how can you go wrong? In at number 4 isn't necessarily a vehicle enhancement, but it's a mod for the vehicle inside, and it is the enhanced view camera. Look at that. If you want to look down and see your tyres, you can. At a press of a button, you can get that extra view. It can be really handy in tight spaces, and let's face it, with this game there's a lot of tight spaces when you're doing deliveries at the bakery and so on and so forth. It really does help to get that extra bit of view. And just for instance, reversing onto a trailer, you need to see where the pin is. With this, no problem. And that's why the enhanced camera vehicle view is my go-to at number 4. So in at number 3 we have the large Beehive pallet spawner. Have you ever played the game and you've been so engrossed with doing what you're doing you didn't realise 2 or 3 days have passed, which equates to months, that you haven't got any honey? Well, that's because it only spawns at 1 and sometimes 2 at a time, but with this mod you can spawn up to 24 at one time, making this a solid entry in at number 3 on mods you must have to be able to enjoy the game just that little bit better. So in at number 2 we have the enhanced vehicle mod. This really is a fantastic little mod. As you can see on the HUD on the right hand side, you can see all different sorts of numbers. You've got weights that change at the very bottom, you've got fuel usages, you've got damage usages, you've got the differential, the 4x4 mode. And most importantly, it has headland mode, which allows it to snap to tracks, meaning you don't need to hire a worker. All you have to do is just press the accelerator button. It also has a main menu setting as well, allowing you to be able to custom tailor the settings to how you fancy, which brings it in at number 2 for me. Which brings us in at number 1 on our mod list, and that is the power tools. Have you ever hired a worker for a tractor to do some work in a field? You've turned your back and all of a sudden your tractor's stuck. You can't go nowhere. You don't want to reset it. You could end up losing every bit of progress you've got. So with this mod, allows you to do certain things within the game. You could do super strength. As you can see here, we've just rescued the tractor. You can spawn objects and materials, toggle super strength, flight mode, HUD on and off, which allows you to take lovely photos, add and remove money. Which brings us to the end of our top 5 mods for Farming Simulator 22 that you must have to be able to enjoy the game just that little bit better. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly am loving these mods. I hope they bring some more out, but until then we have got mods that we are going to be using all the time on my farm. I absolutely love them and I insist on having them. They're super useful, they're super helpful, and they get the job done really quick. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Top 5 Mods for Farming Simulator 2022. You take care, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care and goodbye.